This is John Paul Rai. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan, and today I want to talk about an article that might not be new news to you, but the article is very fresh. I think it's from about a day ago. It's about Johnny Depp, and he talks about things he went through as a child. And sounds like it's not so good. From what he claims, he had one of the worst mothers that could possibly be. His father wasn't so great either. So I want to read this article here and then give you a few thoughts afterwards, and here we go. Here we see it. It says, divorce docs show Johnny Depp was abandoned by mean mom as a teen. It's from September 16th, and I think it's about the 17th right now when I'm recording this. Newly unearthed court documents show Johnny Depp was abandoned by his mean mom as a teen in 1981 court papers, which until now had been buried in court archives between Betty Sue Depp and the actor's father, John Depp, who divorced in 1978 when he was 15. It is claimed her son was emancipated and self-supporting, but in interviews, the actor has painted a different picture. He began using drugs at 11, dropped out of high school at age 16 to become a musician, and in 1980 began playing guitar in a band called The Kids, moving to Los Angeles and spending months living in a car. His first acting role came in 1984, A Nightmare on Elm Street, after meeting Nicolas Cage. And everyone remembers that. So I say this might not be news to you because through the years, Johnny Depp has let bits of this out in interviews. But from what I'm thinking, seems like it's far from common knowledge about Johnny Depp for most people. The divorce document signed in 1981 states, the wife hereby acknowledges that the party's minor child, John C. Depp II, is fully emancipated and self-supporting. The papers were uncovered by Hollywood fixer Paul Baresi in his research for the new Discovery Plus series Johnny Depp vs. Amber Heard. Baresi said, he said since age 11 he's taken all manner of substances including marijuana, cocaine, ecstasy, LSD, prescription painkillers, opiates, and magic mushrooms. His drug use, he said, was a way to escape family problems. And, like I said, I'm not going to say that's completely normal, quote unquote, for everybody, but that stuff isn't like off the charts and unheard of things. Needless to say, at age 17, Johnny was hardly financially self-sufficient and far from being emancipated. As far as I'm concerned, his mother disowned him at a time when he unquestionably needed her most. There is no court record of him ever having been legally emancipated. He said his father, a civil engineer, was largely absent and his mother raised him and his 3 siblings, but his childhood was unhappy. Yeah, there were irrational beatings, Depp said. Maybe it's an ashtray coming your way. Maybe you're going to get clunked with the phone. It was a ghost house. No one talked. I don't think there ever was a way I thought about people, especially women, other than I can fix them. He recalled rubbing his mother's feet after she came home from double shifts at her waitressing job, and he bought her a small horse farm in Kentucky with one of his first big payouts from his acting work. Betty Sue, I worshipped her Depp, now 58, concluded, but she could be a real bitch on wheels. He added he said at her 2016 funeral, my mom was maybe the meanest human being I have ever met in my life. Now, of course, the thing everyone's thinking is, well, this is 2016, and at that point, you did know Amanda, and wouldn't she be the meanest human being? But the problem is, I'm sure there are mean moments for her. I'm sure she is incredibly mean and thinks she does end up having mean results, but as far as personality, I think it's more ditzy and empty-headed and manipulating and lying, and mean isn't the main attribute. It's in the mix, of course, but it's not the main thing for Amanda. Depp, who recently said Hollywood was boycotting him over his ongoing legal battle with ex-wife Amber Heard in August, was granted the green light to press libel charges against Heard in the US despite a UK court ruling that he was a wife beater. And the UK court was a crap judgment, everyone knows it, so of course he should be able to continue in the US. So, I know what some of you guys are thinking. I say Amanda on purpose because if you follow social media, you know that Amber Heard does not like being called Amanda. So once in a while, I say it. And I think it's kind of a good thing. But it's not a mistake. Okay. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think of Depp's upbringing. I'm sure some of you have known because, like I said, in interviews throughout the decades, it's come out. They had his mother's funeral, so it's not fresh news. However, it seems like it's resurfacing now because of these court documents that are confirming it. And as far as him buying his mother, land, even though he thought that of her, I think it's normal. I mean, even if you did have parents you don't like so much and all that, I still think in the end, if you're worth getting towards $1 billion, you might spend a little tiny amount of money just because they raised you. I probably would. Anyway, pretty interesting. If there's a follow-up to this, I'll cover it. And you guys, definitely let me know what you think down below. We're done here. And if you're still listening, consider subscribing. I'm doing pop culture. Meghan Markle, Little Britney Spears, whatever comes up that's interesting in the news, of course, Depp vs. Heard. And if you don't subscribe, well, I guess I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.